So, it has been a while since I've posted a review, so it's time to catch up on things. Ted 2 is a comedy sequel to Ted and is directed by Seth MacFarlane. It stars Mark Wahlberg, Amanda Seyfried, and Seth MacFarlane as Ted, the bear that loves to curse and drink, not your average teddy bear. Oh, and there's no Mila Kunis. So in this movie, Ted is not considered a citizen, but instead a property. So he goes to court so that he could get his rights back to become one of us. Now, when I first heard of this movie, I was pretty excited because the first Ted movie was pretty great, and it has some really great laughs. But at the same time, I was starting to get pretty worried because it's a comedy sequel, and you know the thing about comedy sequels, it doesn't live up to the hype from the first movie. Like I said before, 22 Jump Street was able to turn that around and make it a laughable film. And it was able to be at the same level as the first movie. And we don't usually get that with comedy sequels. So when I heard about this movie, I got quite nervous because we had so many sequels, especially comedies where it doesn't feel like the first movie. So did the same thing happen to Ted 2? Yes. But this is a pretty good movie. There were a lot of laughs, I chuckled, I laughed, and there were a few laugh out loud moments. I mean, it's pretty good. As a matter of fact, I think I had the most laughs compared to the first Ted. But the reason why the first Ted was better was not because of the laughs, but it had a pretty fluent story. In this sequel, however, it did have its laughs, but the structure of the plot doesn't seem pretty satisfying. But before we get into that, let's talk about the good things. Now, just like in this movie, both Mark Wahlberg and Ted have a really great chemistry. You believe their characters, you know what they're going through, you just like these guys. Even though they do some stupid things, you just can't help yourself but laugh. And then along comes Amanda Seyfried, who plays the lawyer in Ted's case. As a result, there is this romance between Wahlberg and her because no Mila Kunis. Seyfried did really great in this movie as well. And then you got the cameos. Some of them work, some of them don't. There was this cameo scene in the supermarket which was working so well, but it became flat in the end of the scene. I wanted to see more because it was doing so well. Now, according to the laughs and the jokes, they were pretty good. You got a ton of marijuana jokes, dick jokes, semen jokes. There's this Jurassic Park reference in the movie because, well, I guess since Jurassic World is out right now, I guess it's a good time to make some jokes about it. Some of the jokes work really well, and some of them are just plain flat. A couple of examples is the final scene, and this is where the movie starts to become mean-spirited. It tries to be funny, but it becomes repetitive and it never works. 0%. But the number one thing that hurts the film is the plot structure. Now, this movie is almost 2 hours long. This could have been shortened down to 1 hour and 30 minutes because during the third act of the film, some of the jokes are so flat. Here's what goes on during the movie. First, you got Ted and his wanting a baby, then you got the car drama, and then right after that, there's this road trip, and some of the jokes don't really hit. I thought the movie was going to end after the court scenes, but no, there's so much more. So therefore, you're there, you see what's going on, it's entertaining, but you don't seem to laugh as much. So no, this film does not live to the same level as the first movie. But the most important thing you need to know is that this movie is way better than A Million Ways to Die in the West. Very disappointing. But Ted 2 is a really good film. Yes, it had its share of problems, but let's be straight. If you like the first movie, then you should have fun with this film as well. So go to the movies, bring your friends, it's really enjoyable. For the most part, I'm gonna give Ted 2 7 bongs out of 10.
Smoke weed every day.
So that is my review of Ted 2. Thank you for watching. More reviews on the way.